Carl Edwards was able to nurse his Roush Fenway Racing Ford home to the checkered flag on fuel strategy to score a victory in the Sunoco Red Cross Pennsylvania 500 at Pocono Raceway. Edwards moved up 2 positions in the Sprint Cup standings to 3rd after he scored his 4th win of the season in Sunday's race at the 2.5-mile triangular track. Edwards and crew chief Bob Osborne thought they had made the wrong call when they pitted on lap 127, giving up the lead and falling behind when others stayed on track, only to have the rain stop the race. But after sweating out the delay, Edwards and Osborne were vindicated when the race went its scheduled 200-lap distance, and their strategy ultimately worked.
And there's nothing like winning. I remember sitting here in 2005 and just, this track is real. It's real gratifying to win here. A lot of really great drivers have done very well here, and it just means a lot to be on the list of people that have won here. So Bob did a great job. I wasn't so sure about halfway through, and we were yelling at each other, but Bob did an unbelievable job. Jack, the engine was awesome, the pit crew was awesome, and luck, went our way today. So that's as good as it gets right there.
Tony Stewart, who started 20th, also came through the pack to capture his 2nd runner-up finish of the season.
Really happy with the way it ended up, obviously. I mean, for us, that's a win. I know for Jimmy, it's probably a miserable day running third, but for us, running second is like a win. I told him when I got up here, I said, I almost forget how to do these post-race interviews in the media center. So, it seemed like our car was kind of a 10th place car, 8th to 10th place car the majority of the day, and we got that red flag, and I don't know what everybody else. I'm kind of interested to hear what Jimmy says about it. I think the track tightened up a lot during the red, and it seemed like our car got better from that point on. We were just too loose up to that point, and then after the red, it seemed like our car came into it a lot more, and the longer we went there, just finally got running with the guys that ran up front all day, and that was man, that's a great feeling to be doing that again. I mean, it's when you get in a slump like we've been in this year, it's easy to when you've had 9 years of success, it's easy to take it for granted. So days like today remind you how much you appreciate having a good day.
Pole sitter Jimmy Johnson came home 3rd, but not before running out of gas with the checkered flag in sight.
Damned if we didn't run out going through 3. So I had a real hard time getting by the 66, and maybe the car was a little bit tighter, but I'm really shocked that we ran out of gas. We thought we had a lap to the good, and we ended up almost a corner short.
Kevin Harvick rebounded from an early race spin with Joe Nemechek to finish 4th. More importantly, the finish put him back in the race for the chase. David Reagan rounded out the top 5 in the race that took 3 hours and 49 minutes and 46 seconds to complete. Casey Kane, who was going for the Pocono sweep, led 41 laps and was the leader when the race was stopped for rain. He came back to finish 6th. Mark Martin finished 8th after leading a race-high 55 laps. Jeff Gordon was one of several drivers who ran short of fuel as the race wound down, but still managed a top 10 finish. Dale Earnhardt Jr. was also caught in the fuel mileage game, but finished 12th. Kyle Busch finished 36th after running out of fuel 1 lap shy of the checkered flag, but maintained the Sprint Cup Series point lead by 176 over Earnhardt Jr., with only 5 races remaining until the start of the chase for the championship. Harvick jumped from 13th to 11th, switching places with former Cup champion Matt Kenseth, who came home 11th. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series now heads to Watkins Glen International Raceway next Sunday afternoon. For Racing One Cast, this is Pete Pistone reporting